Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Very happy to be on this camera. I've been missing lately. In case you haven't noticed, you probably haven't noticed, but I'll let you know anyway. I was actually on a trip in Mexico. It was absolutely fantastic. I went with my family. We got to spend time with my brother who lives over there. It was absolutely a great time. It's a little rough hanging around family for a whole month in a row because that's how long I was gone. But you know what? At the end of the day, it was great. Unfortunately, my time with you guys has been neglected, so I'm back here today to talk to you guys about the updated information in regards to the Crocs. Now, you might have noticed I've done a video that a lot of you guys appreciated. I'm very happy that the video's done so well and helped you guys. It's talking about the all-terrain Croc, and it's talking about the off-road Croc and how they compare. I chose to go to Mexico with one pair of footwear. Just simplicity. I didn't want to be carrying around a ton of different stuff. Now, that was the all-terrain Croc. That is what I took. The reason why I took the all-terrain Croc is because, as I mentioned in my last video, the off-road Croc is actually harder when you step on it. Now, if you never purchased the all-terrain Croc before, you might not even notice that the off-road Croc is kind of hard. But if you buy both, you will absolutely be able to tell a night and day difference. The all-terrain Croc and the off-road Croc, as far as feel on your foot goes, the all-terrain is like walking on a pillow. The off-road Croc is like walking on something harder than a pillow. It's not terribly hard, and it's very comfortable, but when you compare the two, this is a pillow and this is much more stiff. Now, that's good and bad. Like I mentioned in my last video, we can compare this to walking on a slipper. And a slipper, if you walk in a slipper, you're going to notice that slipper, it probably doesn't have the best stability, right? When compared, anyway, to, like, let's say a running shoe. A running shoe, we'll compare that to the off-road. Incredible stability when compared to the all-terrain. Now, I was in Mexico. I don't know how often you guys have gone to Mexico. I've gone to Mexico a couple of different times, and every time we go, we purposely do not stay in tourist areas. We like to experience what Mexico truly has to offer. We like to go into the indigenous regions. We like to hang out with the locals. We like to eat the local cuisine and stuff like that. We like to really experience what Mexico is supposed to be, and not just, from a hotel in a resort kind of a vantage point, okay? So on this trip, we've actually went to Morelia, Mexico. Now, throughout all the places that we've been in Mexico, León, Guanajuato City, Morelia, La Paz, all these different places that we've gone in previous trips, as well as this past one, the roads in Mexico, in case you guys haven't been in the indigenous areas, they are absolutely atrocious at times. You got sinkholes, you have busted up sidewalks, you have things that you would probably never experience if you're from the United States, or at least New York, where I'm from. If you're in New York, you might think the roads suck, but if you compare the roads in New York to Mexico, man, am I telling you, you have a huge difference between the two. And I'm here to tell you that even though the all-terrain Crocs are less stable when compared to the off-road Crocs, they handled the Morelia streets like a champ. I never fell over, I never tripped, I never had any issues. The reason I chose to take the all-terrains on my trip when compared to the off-road were because I was not bringing my slippers. Normally, if you guys follow the channel, you know I wear my slippers all day, every day, working out, whether I'm on, no matter what I'm doing, I'm wearing my slippers, my comfy slippers. I love them. These were the perfect thing to wear, and I wore them over a month of only wearing Crocs. And let me tell you, these are the Crocs you want to wear if you're comparing the two. If you were wearing these for a month, you would probably, if you've never experienced the all-terrain before, you'd probably be relatively happy. But let me tell you, the off-road Crocs, they don't make me feel like I'm in my slippers. The all-terrains make me feel like I have a shoe on or a slipper on, no matter where I am. Now let's take a look at the threads. Let's take a look at the treads on the footwear. You can see over a month of wearing this, heavy walking, the treads are still pretty good, okay? Now these I wear pretty much only for on my treadmill. The off-roads are actually worn down a little bit more because of all the steps that I get on my treadmill. By the way, if you're looking for a great under desk or, mini treadmill, check out the reviews I've done on the EgoFit walker. Absolutely fantastic. I have a link in the description if you guys are interested. Between these two, after spending all this time with them, I'm going to be honest and tell you that this one is more versatile. Now, I'm not sure if I said that in my last video, but if I didn't, I am telling you now, this is more versatile. The all-terrain. They can be a shoe, they can be a slipper, but if you need hardcore stability, or if you personally are not that stable on your feet, I would say the off-road are the way to go. If you don't know what type of terrain to expect when going on some kind of a trip or something like that, I would probably recommend, if you're going to be doing a lot of hiking and stuff like that, I'd probably recommend the off-road. But I had zero problems on those crazy Mexico streets, walking all those steps that I did, hiking. I did some hiking, up the hills, down the hills, up and down, on slippery surfaces and all that. Now, I've gotten a couple of questions from you guys that I'd like to address since my last video. These will be slippery on wet tile. They absolutely will. But so will a Nike, so will an Adidas. No matter what you're wearing, they will be slippery regardless of the type of shoe, okay? So they will slip if you're on a wet floor and that floor is tile. But in general, they are absolutely phenomenal when it comes to grip. Up and down steep hills, on my treadmill and all that stuff. Never had a problem. The next thing I'd like to address is a couple of people actually noticed in the initial review, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but there's a little bit of glue that seems to have come out during the manufacturing process between the blue grips and the green shoe. Now, I was asked a couple times, are these legitimate? Are they, fake Crocs off of Amazon or whatever the case might be? As far as I know, these are legit. I wasn't too happy with seeing the glue either, but I've never bought a pair of Crocs before, so I didn't even know what to expect. I don't know what the quality control is or whatever. But let me tell you, I do believe they are legitimate because they are holding up like champs. I beat these things up. Guys, I don't wear regular shoes anymore, and I'm so happy to say it. I mentioned in my last video that I have plantar fasciitis, and that causes my feet to hurt for no reason almost all the time. 0 foot pain after putting these on. I can see why doctors and nurses wear this stuff all the time. These things are so valuable to me, and I'm upset that I never gave Crocs a chance in the past. I would recommend them to anyone. If you'd like, the link is in the description of the video to these exact Crocs that I've purchased off of Amazon, okay? It's an affiliate link, just like with the treadmill. It's an affiliate link. If you click on that link, there's no extra cost to you, but it does support me and this channel if you appreciate what you're seeing here today. By the way, guys, feel free to like and subscribe if you like this stuff. I also have a jewelry channel and a bodybuilding channel that you guys might benefit from. And I'll throw out random reviews of miscellaneous items just like I did with this. So if you appreciate stuff like this, stay tuned because there's going to be a lot more coming. Another question that I've gotten is the all-terrain wider than the off-road? I measured from here to here, here to here. At the widest point, it would appear that they are the same size. The reason why I believe the all-terrains look more wide is because of this inlay that the off-road has. You see how the off-road's cut differently? If you take a look at Crocs in general, there's tons of different types, and those types all look different, which is pretty fantastic because it gives you different styles. So this is a different style. As you can see, this is blue, it's got this inlay here, these are completely different styles, and so it allows you to accessorize better. But as far as the actual width goes, they seem like it's the same exact width according to my measurements. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was approximately 4.5 inches on each. These things are it is so satisfying, guys, to be able to actually wash your sneakers after every single use. It is so satisfying. I absolutely love it. The all-terrain, these are my go-to, guys. These are my go-to. These are my go-to on my treadmill because I'm kicking up dust on that thing. That thing is getting me a great workout. It's keeping me in shape. It's keeping my calories down. If I want to walk super, super, super fast, even if I'm not on my treadmill, I'm going to go towards my off-roads because they're going to give me an incredible, incredible stability that these don't compare to. But if you're just doing some regular stuff and once in a while maybe you have to kick up some dust and walk fast, these things will absolutely do the job, especially because both of these have the adjustable straps. So when you need to throw it in all-wheel drive, you can just throw it in all-wheel drive, kick back those straps, put it around the heel, you can tighten it up on the fly, and it's phenomenal. I cannot believe how valuable these things are for the price. I mean, you're talking, depending on where you buy it, you're looking at maybe 40 bucks. Before wearing Crocs, I was buying these Asics, okay? I don't remember the model. I got them off Amazon, and the reason why I was purchasing these things, which are extremely comfortable and very functional, especially if you're doing some, you're playing basketball or whatever, very, very functional. They will hold up very, very well while they're holding up. But they seem, because I do a lot of steps, guys. I'm on that treadmill. I'm walking around. I'm on my stepper and all that stuff. You guys know that if you follow the bodybuilding channel. These things wear out very, very quickly. So you're spending like, I don't know, I think it's like close to 200 bucks every single time. And I'm buying a new pair of these every 6 months. It is so ridiculous. They're very comfortable, but I look forward to never having to do that again. Now that I've found Crocs, these things, nope, not anymore. I don't need them. I'm looking at 40 or 50 bucks, and if these things last, I'll never have to go back to a shoe like that again. They're fantastic. Now you might be wondering, Joe, what are you wearing while you are actually doing this review? Because you love your Crocs so much, you probably not wear anything else. Well, you're absolutely right. I'm actually wearing a pair of Crocs. Let's check them out right now. Oh, check those out. These are actually work Crocs. Now I'm going to leave a link in the description to them. I've actually just received them. They are like a work shoe, okay? They're more of a dressy style of Croc. I purchased these for more formal occasions because honestly, guys, I don't look forward to ever going back to wearing normal shoes again. So I purchased on the clock, I believe they're referred to, or a workplace Croc. I purchased a pair of those so that when I'm in a business type of a setting or more of a formal setting, I can go ahead and rock these. They got a nice satiny kind of a finish to them. They got a nice texture to them. I've actually purchased these even though I own 2 pairs of a brand called Wolf and Shepherd dress shoes. Now, if you take a look at these look nothing at all like the dress Crocs, but I feel like it's worth the actual change. Now, these Wolves and Shepherds, let me know if you've heard of them in the comments, because these are actually supposed to be one of the most comfortable dress shoes on the planet. They were extremely highly rated for people with plantar fasciitis. When I was doing my research, I needed a pair of dress shoes, and I didn't want the pain that comes with dress shoes. I purchased these guys, and let me tell you, they really didn't help me that much. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars down the drain for these Wolf and Shepherds. Let me know if you heard of them. But I plan on wearing these dress Crocs, testing them out, and comparing them to the Wolf and Shepherd. As far as looks goes, Wolf and Shepherds, they got you beat as far as that goes. But I feel like it's worth it for the comfort, and still you're getting a style. It's your style. It's a style that you can be proud of. It's not like something that everybody else would wear, but they still do the job. So you can be in a formal setting and be comfortable and have a unique style, not looking like everybody else and not spending like $500 on a pair of dress shoes that will still hurt your feet. Anyway, guys, we're getting to the end of this review. Let me know if you guys appreciate it in the comments. Let me know by a like and a subscribe if you really appreciate it. I look forward to talking to you guys soon with some miscellaneous videos, as well as some great jewelry videos and some great bodybuilding videos. Talk soon. Be safe. Catch you all at the next video.